Charlie, I'd like to ask you a little advice. I mean, you're a married man and everything. This girl I'm going to marry, she's all right, but I'm not really attracted to her. You know what I mean? Well, that's very important, isn't it? I kissed her a couple of times, but I don't know why I'm getting married, Charlie.
What'd you say, Arnold?
I said I don't know why I'm getting married. And I got along pretty good for 32 years without getting married. I mean, I get along fine at home. My mother's a good cook. I have a nice life. What do I want to break all that up for?
Arnold, just about every guy feels that way before they get married.
Yeah. Did I ever show you a picture of my girl?
No, you didn't.
You want to see a picture?
Yeah, sure.
Now, Charlie, I want you to be honest with me. I want you to give me your honest impression. Yeah, she isn't much, is she?
Well, I can't see so good in this light, Arnold. Yeah, she looks like a nice, pretty girl.
Well, I wouldn't say that. We were matched up, you know. Our parents kind of agreed on it, and my mother and father took me over to meet her. And that's how I met her. She's some kind of a 10th cousin or something like that. I don't know, but she's all right. She's quiet. I kissed her a couple of times. She just sat there, and I kissed her. But I got the feeling that she expected more. In fact, she asked me. She said, are you afraid of me? Well, Charlie, I don't go out with women very much. Charlie, don't ever tell anybody I told you this, Charlie. And you're not going to believe this, but I never, I mean, you wouldn't believe this, but I never... Charlie, don't ever tell anybody I told you this, Charlie. But, I mean, she's a widow, Charlie. She is a widow. She's been married already. She's going to expect a lot. And Charlie, what do you think I ought to do?
What do you mean, Arnold?
Well, you think I ought to marry this girl?
I can't answer that. I mean, even if I did know the girl, well, she might not be right for me, Anna, but she may be just right for you.
Because I'm thinking of calling the whole thing off.
It's a little bit late for that, isn't it?
I'm scared stiff, Charlie.
What are you scared about?
Well, I'm not much of a talker, and she's one of those quiet ones. Well, what do you do with your wife? I mean, most of the time.
Most of the time, most of the time you don't even see each other. I mean, you're away at work all day long, and then you come home, and she has your supper for you, and one of you does the dishes. And if you're not too tired, you go out to a movie, visit somebody, sit around, watch TV.
I do that now with my mother.
Arnold, I don't know what there is to marriage. Suppose it's to have kids.
So what do you think I ought to do, Charlie? Do you think I ought to go through with this marriage?
Arnold, I can't answer that question.